Hey everyone, this is Noila reporting from the Nostradamus, 7 weeks since departure. Mission status remains unchanged, transporting our preserved animal DNA to the colony on planet Galilea. Cargo is secure. However, we're slightly off course. Earlier this cycle, a wormhole appeared within detectable range of our trajectory. David suggested an approach at a safe distance to analyze and collect data. If it's stable, and that's a big if, it could potentially allow us to jump forward and cut years off its journey to Andromeda. For now, we're proceeding with caution. The current course has been adjusted to orbit the anomaly at a safe distance. Beginning log number 6 now. This week has been slower than planned. Between digging through storage modules and dealing with a teasing baby, my schedule didn't exactly hold. I did, however, manage to make progress in a different way. I've decided that over the next few weeks, my main focus will be finishing the Faceless Snail script so I can move into the graphic novel phase as soon as possible. And today I want to try something new. I want to try to read to you the first 10 pages at the end of this log. So you will be having a little preview, and consider this an early transmission from the writer's room. I also spent some time going through storage and found a new material I could finally use. I painted some background design for the Mars-based pilot I've been developing with my friends. And based on these drawings, the plan is to layer everything digitally afterwards so we can create depth, camera movement, and eventually integrate the characters into the environment. I kept the color palette very minimal for now. I think the next step will be refining that palette further. Using my friend's original design, that shouldn't be too hard. They're very good, so we just have to figure out which palette we want to go with. The short film is shaping up to be under 5 minutes. We're still in post-production, moving slowly but steadily. It's a fully independent project, so everything is being done in everyone's spare time, which, as you can imagine, is limited. But it's coming together. It's about becoming a parent in an uncertain world, which I think everybody can relate to. At least every parent I know can relate to. And so I think I can't wait to share more with you when the time comes. So, on a personal note, my daughter is currently teething, which means sleep is, not the best these days, and she's been very moody, still super cute, but it's a lot of comforting her these past few days. David has been assisting where possible, but his childcare method are, they're not the best. They're improving every day, but I still have. Obviously, I want to do most of the work. The ship is stable for now. So yeah, everything so far so good. All right, I'm gonna start reading for you the first page of Neil right now. This is the opening of Faceless Snail screenplay, which will be adapted into the graphic novel. It is written as a screenplay, so bear with me if you aren't familiar with it, but here we go. Exterior, Victorian mansion on a hill, dawn. A snake slithers through metallic gates. Camera pans up to reveal atop a sinister, beautiful garden. A black and purple Victorian house sits on a hill. Snake point of view, we slither through the garden when suddenly, boom, the sound of a front door bursting open resonates off screen. Snake point of view, a young girl who can't be more than 10 in Victorian clothing runs frantically through the garden towards the main gate. Girl point of view, she's getting closer to the gate when, medium shot, the girl turns around as a shriek and a shadow engulfs her. Snake point of view, panics, looks around and jumps into a mirror attached to a tombstone and into exterior, the world beyond mirrors, night. The title up here, Faceless Snail in Fatal Flower Garden. Snake point of view, we slither fast through fog, then cobblestones and streets where some strange creature seems to be. We're practically flying through as the credit rolls. Well, in that case for the comic, that won't be a credit roll, but I still want to show a sneak peek of the world beyond the mirrors. We settle on a conspiracy of ravens who cause and fly off. Camera follows one of the ravens through dark clouds and into exterior city of Livelyville. Morning. It's early, a fog is covering the little southern town. The raven flies into a stormy sky and into a house. Open window. Interior boys' room. Morning. The raven flies silently around the room and perches on a bookshelf above the child's bed. Child's point of view, the raven stares right into the sleeping boy's closed eyes. Woman, distorted voice. Neil. Close up on Neil, 11, who opens his piercing blue eyes. Neil, point of view, the raven who was staring at him is gone. It was only a dream. Neil sits up and finds himself staring at his vintage film poster of the voodoo woman. The picture shows a woman free-falling, a giant zombie face, and people in the background running away. Looking at his alarm, startling, it's 8 a.m. Neil, crap. He's late for school. Neil jumps out of bed. His room is very, very messy. The walls are covered with... What was that? David, who was that?